magsasanib puwersa ang mahigit 100 ng logistics firms at Trade and Industry Department para sa isang proyekto na layuning mapabilis ang pag-deliver ng mga kalakal sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa. Nagbabalik si Sujin Kim.
Sinimulan na ng Trade Department ang pagtatayo ng Supply Chain and Logistics Center, isang project na inaasahang magbababa ng logistics costs. Ilan sa malalaking freight carriers tulad ng Tugo, Airspeed, LBC, Maersk at PAL Cargo ang tutulong sa inisyatibong ito.
Sobrang importante ang supply chain and logistics, especially that we are 7,600 islands. It's very difficult for us if we don't work together aggressively and very strongly on making sure that we get especially the food and other non-food items from point A to point B, especially when there are calamities.
Bilang unang hakbang, binuksan ng DTI ang hotline at portal para magbigay ng real-time support sa MSMEs.
MSMEs can now access real-time support for freight inquiries, service referrals, regulatory guidance, and definitely more. And of course, right at their fingertips.
Kaisa ang mga logistics companies sa pagtulong sa mga MSMEs at pagpapalakas ng logistics sector.
But as we all know, with the geographical challenges that we face in the country, as well as the volatile global trade, we understand that supply chain can be complex and even more challenging. In partnership with DTI, we aim to simplify global trade, support local growth, and help Filipino brands go global so business can focus on what they do best, growing and thriving.
With this partnership, we believe we can support more on a bigger scale. Therefore, we're fully committed to support you. And this event is also timely as we had our rebrand a couple of days ago.
PMTLI is well positioned to support government initiatives aimed at enhancing trade facilitation, reducing logistics cost, and modernizing countries' transport infrastructure. Together, we can build a more agile, efficient, and globally competitive Philippine logistics ecosystem.
Samantala, nilinaw ni Secretary Roque na hindi pwedeng gawing dahilan ang pag-repair ng San Juanico Bridge sa pagtaas ng presyo ng commoditiers sa Eastern Visayas. Bawal dumaan ng cargo truck sa tulay habang ginagawa ito.
As long as there's a problem with the San Juanico Bridge, they will have no price increase for this. So, if the movement and the flow is okay naman, there's really no need for price increase kasi they also understand that nahihirapan din ang consumers. So, to move the goods, they already have the equipment anyway. They already have the transportation, they already have the people. All they need to do is to just move it. So, I don't see any reason for any price increase.
Pero tugon ng ilang freight carriers, mahihirapan silang saluhin ang lahat ng added cost. Tulad ng Fast Logistics na kaya lamang mag-absorb internally kung hanggang 5 to 6% lang ang increase.
That's why we need more RoRo ports. Right now, they cannot charge back those extra costs. Then we're in the same plight. Yeah. But again, as a logistics company, we cannot absorb everything. We need to find ways to share the cost.
Nauna nang pinahayag ng pamahalaan na maaaring umabot sa mahigit 1 taon ang pagsasaayos ng San Juanico Bridge. Nagdeklara na rin ng state of calamity sa Eastern Visayas si President Marcos dahil dito. Para sa agenda, Sujin Kim, Billionaire News Channel.